This building is the Church of God of Prophecy, located off the Bog Walk bypass in the parish of St. Catherine, Jamaica. The Bog Walk bypass was constructed around the early 1970s. It has since been a vital route accommodating transit between the north and south of Jamaica. The church and its neighboring buildings are actually situated below the road level of the bypass. Only pedestrians can walk down some steps to access the church from the bypass end, or divert off the bypass onto Church Road, then use an off-road to drive to the church. You may be wondering why the church and its yard area look like they have been through a crisis, with mud-stained walls, a yard covered in mud residue, and other debris. And you would be right. Just yesterday, this church building and the immediate neighbors were literally flooded up to the roof, with the entire area swamped, spanning hundreds of feet. This tragic situation occurs every year going back decades during the rainy season when flooding happens. The extent of the flooding, to the point where the building is covered and everyone has to evacuate, depends on the magnitude of rainfall. And what about drainage and the responsibility of government agencies to ensure communities are protected from unnecessary disasters? The quick answer is the authorities are inefficient, drains are poorly maintained, the discarding of solid waste is unregulated, and over the years, sporadic domestic and residential constructions further impede the flow of water and the safety of the environment. What about the residents themselves? For the most part, they enjoy a normal life in their neighborhood when the weather is sunny and nice and climatic conditions are normal. Unfortunately, their resilience also helps to keep them grounded instead of dealing with the economic hardship of finding new homes elsewhere. They endure the challenge of temporary evacuation and the anguish that follows when it's over, repairing homes and grieving over the loss of business, assets, livestock, and potentially loved ones. The rainy and hurricane season in Jamaica typically runs from June 1st to November 30th. During this period, the island experiences heavy rains, thunderstorms, and an increased likelihood of hurricanes. While hurricanes directly hitting Jamaica are relatively rare, the heavy rains can still cause significant impacts. Occasionally, there is a weather system outside of this season that brings significant rains and excessive flooding. Highway bypasses near rural and suburban areas, like the Bog Walk bypass, also tend to interfere with the natural flow of water and generate massive water flow issues in nearby environs during prolonged inclement weather. There is indeed a failing drainage system in place that crumbles under the force of nature. It leads water under the bypass to the other side, through a residential area before emerging at the Linstead Main Road, where it crosses under that road, then goes alongside the Nestle and Jusufel factories, before eventually leading into the nearby Rio Cabra River. Where are the government authorities? Take a look at this appalling and disappointing situation that residents in the Bog Walk and Church Road areas have to deal with every year when it pours.
One.
So what going on, sir? Are we in that church then? Who in there? Yeah. Every year the same thing. Jesus, please. you just do a while ago? Eh? Swim? Hey, you're a superstar too. Hey! I will teach them to you. What are they? Anybody that about say? John was every year the same thing, no?
Yeah. I see him.
John was the wicked man. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I look for what go on, no? Hey, this year come like wicked, I don't. Are the same thing? Which one? Up here, sir? Eh? Right there, sir?
Yes, the river down at Bog Walk on this one. It's on the water meet up.
You're serious?
Yeah.
That means just everybody around stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How that come across this one?
Where?
Around car.
Nah, man, is a car.
Like a ball around.
Yeah. Jano. Yeah. They can't survive it though. Yeah, that's good. But every year the same thing happens, don't it? 6 as it. One culvert now under the road there. Which part is that? Down there, sir. And they go across. Yeah. Jano star. But me I hope say, you know, a life not lost, you know?
Sir, one could dart around this one.
One to her.
One four could when all of them drown.
Jeez, hips as just hips as yes.
Thank God, no life, no loss.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's
The red part of them, you feel that row of zinc there, sir? From up there, sir, come there, sir? And that road, that's it.
So, if water reach up here, sir, then over the next side over, so we're going for over, sir.
Dig down the hole over there, water, we have that crab over there, dig down the hole over there.
Oh, shit. That's a serious water, man. I want thing with the water, it have to go somewhere, you know. Nothing can hold, you know. Yeah, man, respect. Alright, the roll.
Yeah, man, teaching your guns, coast over the Bog Walk division.
Respect.
Yeah, man, I'm on the road here, along with the resident there, man, ensure that everybody's okay. To the church over there, to the church that has used as a rainfall. Church over the first I'm feeling this year.
It's really bad.
Here, yeah?
It's really bad this time.
Yeah, man, and stay on these churches along the corridor. marooning. But we'll be able to get out some of them and but they're still hanging around because the furniture, you know.
Yeah.
They can't take the people around.
Yeah.
Man. And the entire Bog Walk, you know, go along Nollis Main Road, Bog Walk Main Road. We go up by Fish Road out there. You know, flooding. It's the first time seeing this, you know.
Isn't there a culvert under this road that can let out the water?
Right. There's a culvert here. Just go across the road.
Yeah.
This culvert from 1975, I think, this road made. But the culvert is a small culvert.
Yeah, because it really needs something for...
And I make recommendation that if they burst this road, remove the small culvert and place it with the bigger culvert. We take the volume of water too. But because the culverts are so small, that's the reason every time rainfall, we have this flooding here.
It's a terrible situation because I understand people around there raising them poultry and you know the animals and everything flood out, everything destroyed.
Yeah, everything.
I mean,
but
it's better than loss of life, but it's still you know a little investment that just disappear like that.
Well, we appreciate that there's no life lost.
Yeah.
But chickens and so understand that some of them
poultry.
Yeah, some of them don't.
Yeah.
But we are still giving thanks and we are
Yeah, man.
watching the rain.
Yeah, man.
We are here watching the rain and see.
Hopefully.
You know?
Yeah.
We can help.
Yeah, man.
We can see that I'm okay with them, eh?
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Enough respect. Look over.